Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing great. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and did something fun for yourself. Yeah, I I giggle a little bit every time when someone sees themselves on a video. They always automatically touch their hair. Always. All right. So anyway, I hope you had a great weekend and did something fun for yourself. Hello, I am Brenda Sellers from Knoxville, Tennessee. I enjoy paper crafting, and most importantly, I really love taking time and spending time with friends doing crafts. All right. So this recently I've been playing with the stamp set called Lovely Arrangements. So I had several classes, so I have a few kits left. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So I will share my screen. And remember, if you're watching this during March, the first 2 weeks of March, it's recorded because I'm out having fun. Sorry. And it's a different time for you and me. I'm not waking up that early. Um, so anyway, remember a couple of weeks ago, I talked about maybe last week. It's hard to keep my days straight. Anyway, if you purchase the butterfly garden kit before March the 15th, I will create 3 different designs using that stamp set, and you can join on Zoom and we'll make them together. All right. Watch for other fun things happening too. I have a craft day coming soon, so make sure that you sign up for my email. All right, that's that's enough blabbering. Let's get crafting. So let me share my screen. Wrong button. Here's the kit, or not the kit, the stamp set and the dies. I did purchase the magnetic sheet extra from Stampin' Storage. It fits right down inside there. I tend to use my dies if they're on the magnetic sheet. If they're not, I ain't using them. So anyway, I've got these already prepped. So let's get crack-a-lacking and make a couple of cards. This first one is pretty simple. We'll do one of them. Actually, let's just do both of them because I've got some ideas and it's easy. All right. Oh, I'm going to do what my friend did earlier. Let's grab our stamps and Secret C. I'm going to put the whole flower on the inside. Let's see if I've got a scrap sheet. Hang on. I do. I don't want to grab the chamois and clean. Gets my fingers all yucky. Let's put this here so we can do what she did. You're right there. Okay. And our sentiments. I don't know where she put her sentiment. I've got mine on this little piece that comes with the stamping positioner tool that you were able to get if you joined in February. had been watching my friend Beck play with it, and she's been using it all by itself without its little other platform, and it works great. I can lay my sentiment piece that I've got cut out. That sits right on the table. I can look through there with my head in your way maybe, and go ahead and stamp, and it works perfectly. All right, those are done. Let's lay this guy where he won't get ink on my fingers. All right. Fold these. These are 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I was at a weekend retreat with my team, and I kept hearing them say, no naked insides. So that's why I stamped the inside of that one. Trying to do better, but a lot of people sometimes just want a naked inside. When you stamp inside there, then that means you don't have to write there. All right, let's focus on this one first. All right, let me show you what my friend did. She did something similar to that. So let's put some adhesive on there. Not getting right down in the corner because that's going to get cut off. That'll hold it on. Yep, yep, yep. And this is going to go right. Isn't that cool? Almost out of adhesive in that. And then you take your paper snips and you go something like that. Toss your little scraps in the recycle bin. And then we get some dimensionals. Let's finish using this sheet. Put one like this so it's not so wobbly. There we go. Grab some sentiment or embellishment. I want a chair. Looks like I need to clean that stamp. Thought it was clean. That's what you get for thinking, Brenda. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? All right, now let's do it the way that I think I'm gonna do the other one just like that. I like that because the other one looked like I don't have it over here. We'll do it. We'll do it. Layer your designer series paper or pattern paper, whatever you want to call it, on there. Grab your Secret C ribbon. There. You've made these cards. Thank you for watching. If you were in class, you did. I appreciate it. Thank you for tolerating. I'm just, as you know, trying to get some videos so that you'll have something to keep yourself entertained while I'm gone. Slide it to the side. Adhesive. The fur kids say hello. They are busy keeping their friends entertained. Oh, that ribbon ties, the bows tie differently every time. Let's grab some dimensionals for this. Here we go. Everybody needs a smile every once in a while, right? And inside is laying right here. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Usually I don't show the cards that I've made during card class, but I had extra kits and it's like, let's not recreate the wheel. I like that. Thank you, Antoinette. All right, next card. I've got one. Let's see, where are they? They're piled up right here. Let's go with, let's do this one the same way we did that one. You could stamp on your envelopes. I'm not going to. All right. Fold. Pile of cards, huh? Y'all, when I make cards for class, I do wind up with a pile of cards. So, that being said, I am thinking about offering a special and so many cards for so much. Watch for an email coming soon. That's the best way to do it. All right, let's use this Stampin' Chamois. Are you clean-ish? You're hard. Middle's not. I want to get it on my fingers. Is that other one's super wet and it's like, yeah. All right, we're gonna do sending smiles again because everybody needs a smile every great once in a while. Actually, we all need a smile all the time, right? Nice. I love using this. It's gonna, like, I won't need as many blocks because I've got this. All right, inside of my card, inside of my card. This corner. In this corner. Now let's do the fun stuff. See how many cards I can get made and how fast or how long it takes me to make these cards. This is two different card classes. I didn't want people to get bored with the same ones, but it's the same designer series paper, which is currently unavailable at the filming of this video. Sorry. And there's my ribbon. So I just designed 2 classes with the same stuff. I have almost used 1 complete package of designer series paper. I love this color combo. Right, and around, in there. Oh, you are the vertical one. That petal pink pretty, and the secret sea, and it looks like coal. Nope, that's cloud cover. Make it inside. Dimensionals. How many of you use the whole sheet of dimensionals? Like even the outside edges, that's still good dimensionals. It pops it up. Great for the back of sentiments like this. All right. And now this one, let's go ahead and put the inside in. I tell my people when they come to class, it is your card. I've given you the material, cut to the way that I would have done it. And then, and I love it because I see so many different designs. And it's like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Well, because you were busy. All right. Add a little more here. Snips, turn it over, lay it right up against the edge of the petal pink cardstock, trim it. Isn't that pretty? Same pieces, different layouts. Same message. Thinking about you, sending a paper hug. I think we all need paper hugs. We all need hugs. But if you can't get there to give them a hug, a paper hug is next best. Let's do this. Let's get some of these pretty embellishments. I'm going to go with the cloud cover ones to pull some of that out of there. One, two, one. All right. I like that a lot. Thank you, Antoinette, for going round. All right, which one is next? Let's do a white card base. We're just going to do one of these. I've already stamped. We'll use the die cut machine. Is that all I need? Sentiment. Go ahead and stamp that one too. We'll just go ahead and do it. We'll just go ahead and do it. All right. So first, oh, there's only one green piece. We're only doing one. Put you back in there. Put you back in there. All right. We will stamp both sentiments and I'll toss it in the envelope. Good to see this get used. That one says hello, friend. I like the sending smiles. Ready? You need to go up here with your friends so you can be made later. Because I'm pulling the die cut machine up here, I'm going to close that for a minute. Go ahead. Fold you. This is thick basic white. And because this is with an embossing folder, do you see that design on there? Ooh, pretty. I'm going to grab my liquid glue. Bottle's a little sticky. This piece started at 4 by 5 1/4. That embossing folder shrinks it a little bit. So I was trying to figure out how I could get myself in that embossing folder. I can't get myself that flat, but I'd love to shrink a little bit. We'll see. I just feel like because it's so textured, it needs the liquid glue to be able to get down in those little crevices. This is gonna go right like so. And now we're gonna cut these out. Dies are right there. This guy and this guy and this guy. And you have extra friends. Need to be cleaned out. There we go. Grabbing my mini. My cutting plate. you can see it looks like this one sticks out a little further. Let's see if that's it. It is not. Maybe, nope. Here we go. And then a piece of my Post-it note tape. Nope, it won't fit on there. But this one, that's stamped with Shy Shamrock. Holds them in place. It's probably still not exact, but it gets the job done. Perfect. Can lay right there. I'll pick you up in a minute. One's a little, obviously, easier to line up. I love this mini. It is so convenient. There. I usually toss them back on the magnetic sheet, but it is otherwise occupied. Let's grab some dimensionals. Three, two, put this down first. I can get the sticky or the backing off. Big flower down next. I'm gonna put some glue on the back of this one. I know, dot, 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 not a lot, and I just put a lot. Oh, I got that dimensional over there too far. Did like that. Cool. What color are you can use some white. Let's use some of these secret C ones and pop them in there. Let's do one right here. And here. Neat. That's what my original one looked like. It is also inspired by somebody on Pinterest. was not my favorite, my own creation. I used their pieces and parts and came up with one. All right, let's do one more and we'll call it a night. We're gonna do that one. It's Nut Hog. All right. Oh, okay. I know what I did. I knew what I did because I like to fold my cardstock first. Ah, I'm running out of desk space. I used lots of pretty pink, pretty in pink, petal pink, petal pink. Pretty in pink is more pink. This is more peachy. There's the card bases. Let's do our stamping. Both of these are going to be portrait. Get that there. There. Now our sentiment. Need to get one of these in the mail. Right, let's put these together so they're out of our way. Not so many pieces to lose. Hope that you're enjoying this. It's a great way to knock out a bunch of cards. Now, here's our top pieces. I'm going to start with my two outside edges. This is some more of the designer series paper in that pack. These two are 1 inch and that is 3/4. And this base that it is on is 4 3. It is 3.5 by 4 3/4. I'm going to put that common. And I'm laying this piece up against that straight. And that's how I get that straight. Come on. Again, against both of those. Distance on both sides of it. There we go. And now this goes flat on our card. Because I've got so many little pieces and parts, I wanted to finish this part first, and then we'll work on the stamping that we need to do and die cutting. There's one. Do this one. View over. So you can see it again. Here we go. A common on each of these 3 sides. That's 1 inch wide. This is 3/4 of an inch wide. This piece, it's going to be our flower when we stamp. Go. And we're out of adhesive. It gets a little bit of, I call them bloopers. So case there. Adhesive. Our refills come in bags. Put it on that little spoke. Close her back up. She's ready to roll. And again, just pushing it up against those 2 so I can make sure that I'm equal, straight with the other ones. There we go. Did not want to lose any of those teensy tiny pieces. Yeah, let's do this. All right, now we're going to stamp the half-shaped flower. In secrecy, and I put it up, shamey, shamey. And we can get both of them on this. Yep. Bringing in my blends. I'm not going to color the whole flower. Let's give it some texture. Let me do the same on this one. And I'll grab the light color and fill in some of the spaces. Did want that whole petal to be colored, right? Then I think we're good. All right, die cutting is our little flower. And I need some petal pink scrap. Hold on 1 second. May as well cut them both at the same time, right? And since I've got this out, I'm going to go ahead and put these guys back on. And that one. Wait. Needed a little bit of encouragement to come off of there, didn't it? It's going to need some encouragement to come out of there. Start at the low end, the stem, and just kind of gently tease it out. There we go. All right, we're going to finish up the die cutting and show you these completed ones, and then we're going to call it a night. Hope that you enjoy this. I mean, crafting is fun. Seeing finished projects are fun. So watch it on a faster speed if you need to. That's okay too. And remember ways to help support me, as if you can see behind my head, my tracker for the incentive trip. Hopefully by the time I get back home, I'll be able to color in some more. So, but ways that you can help support is by liking and subscribing to my channel, obviously purchasing, joining my team. I will have news of a big event coming. It's a one-day retreat. I will have it in person and to go. Let's put this on the bag, on the magnetic sheet. So look for those emails if you haven't gotten it already. Our kids say hi. They are keeping their friends busy. All right, go back on this sheet so I don't lose you. Sometimes you can do like that and it pops out. So you don't have to use your what is known as a or take your pick tool. Wrong words, Brenda, wrong words. All right. You are back with your friends. You go back over here. All right, let's put it together. Dimensionals on the back of these. Dimensionals on the flowers. Then we'll stick glue on the back of the leaves and stick them in. A lot of cards tonight, huh? Sorry I've kept you. Then I forget to talk. Cannot wait to share about my adventures. Trip of a lifetime. For me, it's always been a item for no particular reason. Back, learn, back, turn that way. It's already on the back. Ooh, not very easily. I don't want to get a big. I know you're saying, how was that? Big. Get you up under here. Sure, it's not hanging off the side over here. It needs to still fit in the envelope. All right, I think that one's going to get addressed so it can get dropped in the mail. The dimensions. How? I don't know. Can you see? That's a rough and then that's smooth. Can you see the difference? So this obviously the rough side is the side you want to adhere. Stick it right in there. All right. So I've got a few envelopes here. Let's do one more little thing before we call it quits. Oh, look at this pretty card. That was another similar one. That was another one. Let's stamp a couple of envelopes. Let's do 3. Let's do back here. Oh, I already put the secret C away again. Just going to stamp right here on the flap. All right. You pull that pile of cards back to the middle so you can see them. So there's just one little pretty on the envelope. We didn't make that one, but it's the same paper, same concept. I used some of the polyester cloud cover ribbon. This one. We just finished those 2. And that one, I copied the design from my friend Antoinette. How about that? That's a lot of cards. So we did 2, 4, 6, 7. It wasn't that one, it was this one. And then I showed you those 8 and 9. All right. Have a great night. Let me stop the screen share. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great night. If there's anything I can do to help you with your crafting, just let me know. I'm happy to help. for sure come back and see where we're at on this list here. Got to get all the way to over here in order to earn that trip. So if you've not got one already, watch for an email coming soon. So make sure that you subscribe to my email list, and I will see you again soon and be talking all about our trip. The Stampin' Up! Gathering, it's on stage. It's where all of the demonstrators from all over go to one place, and we learn about new product, we get to see some demonstrations. We get to play with some of the new things first. This year it's happening, I know, Long Beach, California, Sydney, Australia, and I think in Germany. That's butterfly. Always mess up that one. I'm sorry. Germany. I'll spell it. Always mess up that one. I'm not sure why, but butterfly, spider, it's not that. Anyway, I'll remember it later, I'm sure. You have a great night, and I hope that you do something fun for yourself this week, and I'll see